Hi everyone, my name's Collette Mitrega. Welcome to my temporary thermi kitchen. So tonight I would love to show you a couple of things I'm making. First of all, dinner, which is cooking in the background. I'll show you that in a second. And I also would love to show you something I've got in this Thermomix. So remember, I'm a Thermomix consultant. I have customers all over Australia, and I love working with my customers once they've actually got their Thermomix, making sure that they get the most out of them. So if you're thinking about a Thermomix, I would love to be your consultant. Please reach out to me and let me tell you what is available at the moment. So in here I have basically got something with limes. So as you know, we moved into this little rental a little while back, not too long ago.
It's not little.
Well, it is little actually compared to what I'm used to.
Okay.
And the community here is just beautiful. And in fact, we had a neighbour pass over the fence the other day, a whole big batch of lovely limes. Now they're a little bit tiny, but it doesn't matter, the flavour is beautiful. So when life gives you limes, let's make some cordial, and that's what I've done in the Thermomix. So basically this is finished, but I will post the recipe for you in one of my recipe cards. But what I did is
key lime pie would be nice.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, a lot of those don't take up a lot of lime, so you still end up with loads of limes to use.
But I still don't have key lime pie.
I know. Well, actually, they are beautiful, and maybe if you're a good boy, I'll make you one later, because it is really good in the Thermomix. So all I did to start off with was to peel the zest off, because the zest is flavour, and then I juiced. I think these ones I did about 13 limes, so I wanted about 100 grams of juice, and then in the Thermomix bowl, I boiled up using the kettle function on the TM6, but I boiled up about 500 grams of water. And then once that was boiled, I put all the zest and some of the actual limes after they've been squeezed into the bowl, added in lime juice, added in lots of sugar. It is a cordial after all. And then the Thermomix actually cooked those for about 10-12 minutes. That's the stage I'm at. So let's have a little look. I'm just going to get a sieve because I forgot to get one. If I can find it.
I have to share this with you. This neighbour, who doesn't live directly next to us, but he's sort of a little way behind us where we live, texted me and said, "I've got some limes. Do you want some?" So I said, "Yeah, sure." So he had a pole that you'd use in pole vaulting. So this thing was about 6 meters long, and our balcony is on the first floor. And so he passed over his fence up into my balcony, this brown paper bag just full of limes. I thought that was very, very good, easy way of giving us the limes rather than me having to walk around and get them from him.
Now I don't really need a sieve because I have a Thermomix. So let's pop that to one side.
What'd you get it for then?
I know. Up comes this. So let's just have a little look underneath this basket, which has been on, and you can see there I've got the limes, the skin, etc., all being cooked and making this cordial really fragrant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop it into this lovely bottle I got in the $2 shop, and see if I don't spill any.
So it's actually a funnel you wanted, not a sieve.
Well, I need a sieve, because I don't want all of that skin, and gosh, I hope this doesn't break. It should be tempered. You probably want to wait for this to be nice and cold. And as this gets colder, it does thicken up a little bit.
See, Meryl made that that Tuscan sauce you made for that salmon. I said she put some chicken in it.
I know.
And it was super delicious dish. I think my personal view is that chicken would go better than salmon with that. Well done, Meryl.
Andrew, in my recipe card notes, I did say you can sup with chicken. Just because I keep giving you salmon, which is good for you, I'll make you chicken, okay?
Yeah, that sauce was brilliant.
Did you enjoy it, Meryl?
Well, you know, I had that sauce all by itself because you scoffed all the salmon, and that was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I just said to you, that would be great with chicken.
So here we go. I've got a lovely bottle of lime cordial. This one I'm going to gift to the neighbour, and it's hot now. But Andrew, have a little taste. It's hot now. You can imagine when that's cold, mixed with some water and ice, that's going to be really refreshing.
That is bloody good.
So
what happened to all the limes then?
They're all here. Limes and the lime juice and the skins.
So it's just pulled out all that flavour.
Yeah. So I think he's going to really enjoy it.
So what do? You mix that with water as a cordial? You would do?
So you just mix it with cordial, ice, a slice of lime, of course.
I've never had lime juice that has that amount of flavour and punch to it.
Yeah, it's super cool, super good. So whenever you get limes on discount or you've got a beautiful neighbour that gives you limes, that's something you can make with it. All right, so moving on from limes to something else. Tonight for dinner, Andrew and I have got a Thai curry. We love Thai food. As you know, we love spice in our life. And so what I have done is I have made my Thai curry, which I'm just going to get for you, which is all finished in my Thermomix. Now, a couple of things that I've done. So this is, it is a cookie dough recipe, and it is the basic Thai green chicken curry. That's the recipe on cookie dough. I'll put the link later on in this post. Now, there's a couple of things that I've done. Now, first of all, this recipe is one that uses a tinned curry paste. Now, of course, you can use your own if you've got it in the freezer. I'm still building up my basics after moving, and I didn't have any. And there's one curry paste I do not mind using, and this is the Mitrega one. This is the red curry paste. This is what I happen to have in the cupboard, so I use this. I've tried many others. I just don't like them. This one is really, really good. It doesn't have that metallic-y taste. It's really quite nice. So I'd recommend using this and keeping it in the cupboard for when you don't have your own Thai pastes made. And we all know the Thermomix makes great Thai curry pastes. So basically that was cooked with some coconut to really bring out all those flavors. And then chicken was added. We added fish sauce, palm sugar, and then some vegetables, bean sprouts, etc. But Andrew, when we have a curry, what do you always say to me?
Add potatoes.
Add potatoes. It drives me potty, even with Thai. Andrew must have potatoes. So what I needed to do was to incorporate potatoes into it.
Oh, you put potatoes in?
Of course.
You said you weren't going to put them in.
I know, but you know, keep your hubby happy. So now potatoes will take about 25 minutes to cook, 25 minutes to cook. The actual cooking of the chicken component in this was about 12 minutes. So I needed to start the potatoes off, and I did that in the basket with a bit of water underneath for 10 minutes at 100 degrees on speed 1. Yeah. So, you know, you can adapt your recipes. Once that was done, I tipped the water out and then proceeded with the recipes and added those potatoes back in. So look, potatoes on top. Yay, says Andrew. So what I'm going to do now is just show you how lovely this curry is. It takes half an hour. It's half an hour on the table, and it takes you about 15 minutes of your time to make this, quicker than getting a takeout. So into here, I'm going to pop these beautiful potatoes. And before anybody asks, this is the TM5 basket. The TM6 basket has a lid. I love it without the lid. You can buy them without the lid in the mix shop. I just find it so much more convenient. Or you can get used to the one with the lid. Now in here, we have the curry.
Oh, smell that.
It's going to smell beautiful. So of course I've got all those lovely aromats. I've got extra lime in here. I've balanced it as I've gone along. I've tasted it. I've added a bit more lime, a bit more fish sauce, a bit more sugar, until I've got it to the way that Andrew and I really like.
I don't, if you obviously you can't taste this, but that is superb.
Now, you know Andrew will tell you the truth because he's dubbed me in it a couple of times. And there's mushrooms in here as well because I had mushrooms that were left over. So in that goes, it's a lovely big portion of Thai, well, it's meant to be green curry, but it doesn't matter. I use red paste and it's just as delicious.
And thank you, Carolyn Paddy Dougal. Is that really your name, Carolyn Paddy Dougal? Potatoes and curry are fantastic. They take the flavour in so well. And they do. They adopt the flavour of the chicken. I think they thicken up the sauce a little bit as well. It starts from the potatoes.
So there you go, potatoes, Andrew. So let's serve this little bad boy up because I know you all like to see what it's like. I'm going to make a mess here today.
Have you not made rice for yourself?
I have.
Okay.
I don't know how Andrew does this, but he eats his curry most of the time without rice. It's just a bowl of curry sauce.
No, with potatoes.
Oh, with potatoes, but I just don't know how you do that. So I've just cooked rice on the stove. My method, this is jasmine, and I do alter it for basmati, etc. So I start off with a cup of rice, 1¼ cups of water. I bring that to the boil with the lid on, and then I simmer it for 12 minutes, and then I turn the heat off and let it sit for about 10 minutes more. You can't resist it. So I'm just going to get a little nice fancy, it's lovely and soft this rice. Out goes the rice, beautiful. And let's add some nice.
Really, everyone out there, you have to try this recipe.
But you know, don't be afraid of that sauce. The curry sauce that you buy does make a difference to your actual curry. So let's just serve some of this up. I must take a picture tonight, Andrew. Please remind me.
Carl, take a picture tonight.
Yum.
You're going to eat all that?
No, I'm just going. This is for the picture. All right, so there you go. And then, of course, on top, just a little bit more basil, just for freshness. And
I don't know, every time you mention basil, I always think of 40 Towers.
now I couldn't get Thai basil tonight, so that's what I've got. But just look how much it makes. It's just a huge portion. So that's our dinner tonight, a lovely curry. So yes, you can alter the recipes and don't be afraid of doing it. So just remember, that's my little hack for putting potatoes in curries. Give them about 10 minutes cooking time by themselves in the basket. Tip the water out and then proceed with the recipe. And when it does its main cook, stick those potatoes back in again.
So where do you buy the curry paste from?
So this is just Woolies. I think Coles sell it as well. It's not expensive, but it really is. It's the one I would recommend. I've tried a lot of them. I wouldn't have that in my cupboard as a standby staple if I didn't think it was yummy. So there you go, everybody. Lime juice, yum. That was going to make a lovely gift. And our Thai curry. So Andrew and I are going to enjoy our dinner tonight. Oh, and the other thing is with the curry, don't forget, this is my homemade coconut cream, just desiccated coconut and water. You will find if you keep it in the fridge, this one's been going about 3 days ago, I used some of it. It will separate, but just give it a shake up and it's perfectly fine to use again.
And of course, the ideal wine with spicy curry is rosé.
Oh, I know.
Dry rosé. Well, you actually go for fruity as well. Fruity wines are quite nice with spicy foods.
Excellent, and you've got cider.
And I got cider. It's fruity.
Before you go, I did forget to mention, going back to the lime juice, I did add in a teaspoon of cream of tartar. If I had, which is fine, it gives it that acidic component, and that's great. So I added that in there. And then just remember, when you buy your Thai, you're going to be using kaffir lime leaves. So I've got all these extra. These will now go in the freezer. And when I need them next, I take them from frozen, just tear them and pop them into whatever I need. So don't waste them because these won't last long in the fridge. I think that's it. Okay, have a beautiful evening, everyone. Enjoy your dinner, whatever it might be. And cheers from me and Andrew.
Have you tried your curry yet?
No, but I've been tasting as I've gone along. I know it's going to be, can't wait to get into it tonight. You want to try some with some potato?
I'll try some in a minute. You try some. I'll try some already. It's gorgeous.
It's lovely. Who needs a takeout?
It's powerful, powerful flavours.
Your time about 15 minutes working, and it's on the table in half an hour. Mealtime made easy. So that's the Thai green curry recipe on Cookie Doo. So that's everything from me. Have a beautiful evening from me and from Andrew.
Does it smell so good? I can just, it's wafting up here. Gotta have some.